Good morning, boys and girls. This is your lesson for Wednesday, April 8th. We are picking back up with phonics and spelling and grammar. We are going to review the sounds and words of the week that we did on Monday for our introductory lesson. We're going to do a few more worksheets with that. And then at the end, I'm going to give you a little bit of IXL practice. Okay, I'm going to let you know the exact stars in a box for what you need to go in and work on. Okay, let's share screen. Let's get started. Okay. Okay, so we are picking up with our prefixes. I know some of these did not appear in your spelling list, but it was on the lesson, so I had to throw them in there. And we are going to continue with our possessive pronouns. All right, grab your pens, grab your notebook if you are putting the answers in your notebook. If you are working on the worksheets and following along, that's great too. There's our quick preview about our prefixes being at the beginning of the word. We know which ones we're working with. Here's a quick preview of what they mean again. If we are working with pre, it means that it is before or in front of something, like a pre-test before the real one. Mid, coming in the middle of something, like a midway point. Over, too much or above. Overwork, I hope you are not overworking at home. Out, to the greatest extent, right, to outsmart someone. And by means to, like in bicycle, and D means to do the opposite of, like decode if you are figuring out a secret code. All right, let's get started. Okay, so our prefixes, we are going to fill these in as we go along. Your spelling words are right up inside the top box, and I'll be typing them on the line for you to follow along and check. Dad had to work. Well, let's see. Let's go over all these words so that they're fresh in our mind. Prepaid, to pay for something before. Midnight, middle of the night, right? 12 a.m. Overflow, like if you leave the water running in the bathtub and put the stopper in the bottom, the water will overflow the whole room. Outdoors, something I know you all want to be right now because it's gorgeous outside and the weather is really getting nice. Outline. Okay, so I'm going to give you two meanings for this one. The other day I mentioned that it did mean the same thing like when we take the Sharpie and draw over our pencil lines in art class. But today it's going to be used in a different way. Today when you see outline, I want you to think of what we do before we do any type of writing. We usually do those graphic organizers. Remember, I made a video for you guys last week and we went over all our 4 squares. And sometimes we have that Venn diagram with the overlapping circles. So outline also means something that you take notes with beforehand, before you start writing your paragraphs and essays and put them together. So an outline can also be a type of graphic organizer. Let's go over here to overgrown. The grass gets overgrown when it rains a lot in the spring. I mean, it grows too much, too fast. Prefix, a couple letters that come before the word and they change the meaning. Midwest, out in the middle of the US. Pretest, a test before the real test. And midpoint, in the middle of. Outgoing, somebody who has an outgoing personality, right? The opposite of shy. Overtime, when you work more hours than are required or expected, you go above and beyond, working overtime. Overdue, when something is past the due date, like a library book. Outside, very similar to outdoors. Outside, I'm sure many of you are taking advantage of this and at least taking a break, taking a walk, getting out of the house. And the outfield, the further back positions on a baseball field. Okay, let's get started. Number 1, Dad had to work. My dad did a lot of this as a cop growing up. Overtime. Yes, so sometimes when cops are working really hard on a case and they're trying to solve it, they may have to put in more hours than usual. And they do that so that they can put all those clues together, right? Like when we draw conclusions. Okay, so number 1 is overtime. All right, let's take a look at number 2. He stayed up until, well, my dad used to work the 4 to 12 shift, so he used to work until this time. Any guesses? Probably when you should be in bed? Yep, midnight. All right. Number 3, the sink began to, this happens if you leave the water running and you put that stopper in it, right? You're brushing your teeth, you walk away to answer your phone, you get your tablet off the charger, forget all about it, and then the sink could overflow. So weird doing this without your participation in class. I really miss you guys. My uncle is flying to the, he's going to go on a trip. He's going to go across the states. So he's probably going out where all the cactuses are, maybe some nice deserts, those cotton candy sunsets. You got it, Midwest. Lowercase guy there. All right, the word midpoint has a, well, they are talking about those three letters that come in front of it, which is the point of our lesson this week. What are we working on? Yes, it has a prefix. You're working on prefixes this week. Next week, we're going to be doing suffixes, which are at the end of the word. Let me not get ahead of myself. But so this week, prefixes at the front, beginning of the word. My sister is, well, my brother would probably say this about me, among other things. So your teacher has a very what type of personality? Yes, outgoing. Nailed it. Hope you guys are doing great. Before you begin your report, make an, here's where I'm gonna give you this freebie-jeebie. It's outline, because that is where we were going to use the other version of it as a graphic organizer. So you make an outline, you put your stop and jots together, anything from your 4 squares, and then you can write paragraphs with some sentences on it. The shrubs look, well, if you haven't cut them in a while, they might be overgrown. Why are my words appearing all the way over here? All right, up. All right, overgrown. Our teacher had us take a, before the real thing, you got it, pre-test. All right. My library book is, well, I bet if you are home and haven't gotten a chance to bring yours back to the school library, it's probably overdue. But I bet they'll let you slide, being that we had a closed school. It's not like you forgot to bring it back. So don't get nervous. All right, let's find the missing prefix, add it onto the word over here, and then we're going to write the whole word on the line. So blank doors. Where you'd love to be right now, right? Outdoors. All right, so I'm going to put the prefix there on the line. I'm going to write the complete word over here. Shh, I'm teaching. Stop growling. Point, mid. Midway, right? Midpoint, especially when you're counting on a number line. Great job. Paid. Let's say you're going to pay for something before. You want to buy your tickets on StubHub to get to the football game. You are going to prepay for them, so they will be prepaid, and you won't have to worry about not getting a seat for the event. Blank side. Same thing, similar to number 11, where I know you want to be. Out. Get over there. All right, outside. It's beautiful out. You guys better be, at least be getting a little bit of fresh air, right? Social distancing, but at least go outside, take a walk around the block, something like that. Field. Okay, think of baseball. The position that's all the way far out there. People that are in the outfield. You got it. All right, let's get that whole word on the line. All right. See, it's just like being in school. We're doing this together. All right, it'll get easier. I promise. Hang in there. All right, one more page for some prefixes. This page is a little different. We're going to be finding some spelling errors. So here's what I'm going to say. We want to circle them as we find them, and then we will worry about going down here and writing them on the lines. Okay, so let's read through this first. We're going to look for their mistakes. It says night hike. Sounds like an ad for something. Learn about creatures of the night. Meet outside the nature center. Dress for outdoors and wear long pants. Some areas is overgrown. 8 p.m. to midnight. Bring a friend. Note, the $2 fee must be prepaid. So I know some of the spelling words are jumping out at you. I know it. I also know some are in there that are spelled wrong. So let's go through these one sentence at a time. Night hike. Is there anything wrong with the title? No, right? We're good? Okay. Next sentence. Learn about creatures of the night. And they're trying to get you excited. They threw an exclamation point on the end of that sentence. Any mistakes? No, right? Good. Check out the next one. Meet outside the nature center. We're still going strong, right? Okay. Dress for outdoors and wear long pants. All right, let's focus on this sentence here. Dress for outdoors and wear long pants. Do you see our error that we can circle? See it, right? Okay, what is it? Outdoors. All right, so outdoors is going to be the first one. And you can come down here and write it on the line. That is how we correctly spell outdoors. And if you forget, your correct spellings are right over here. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is, they did ask us to rewrite a sentence that has an incorrect verb. So we are going to do some rewriting with this sentence. Some areas is overgrown. It does not sound right. And there's two things we're going to be paying attention to here. Some areas is overgrown. Well, the first thing I want to say is that word overgrown, I know it's popping out at you, that is spelled incorrectly. So, oh, I did not mean to move that whole page. Hold on. Outdoors, overgrown. Okay, so let's get number 2 as overgrown. Okay, get that right on the line. We're gonna come back and write the sentence last. See this big line for number 5? We're gonna write the whole sentence correctly. We're gonna change the verb because it does not sound well, even if we spell this word correctly, overgrown, to say some areas is overgrown. We're gonna have to change that. Let's find another misspelled word, 8 p.m. to midnight. They have a space between midnight and it does not belong there. Midnight is one word. So we're gonna come on down to number 3 and write it as one word. All right, it says bring a friend. Note the $2 fee must be prepaid. Now I know prepaid is jumping out at you because it's a spelling word, but it is spelled correctly. There's another word here that is not in your spelling list, but it happens to be over here down near frequently misspelled words. So, do you see it? Friend, right? We need to reverse the I and the E on friend. So let's write friend correctly and let's get it down here on the line. Okay, let's go back up to this sentence. Some areas is overgrown. It does not sound correct. So what should we say? I'm gonna start off my sentence over here, shrink it down a little bit. Some areas, what verb can we use to correct this? Some areas blank overgrown. Am, is, are, was, were, linking verbs. Remember those? Yes, we are going to use are. So you can write that sentence right on the line. Don't forget to put your punctuation at the end. All right, let's go down here and proofread some words. We're going to fill in the bubble for the one that is spelled correctly. So let me get my favorite color over here. Use my pen. All right, so we're going to go across the bubbles. We are going to fill one in, and then we are going to write it on the line. Okay? All right, number 6. Which one would be the correct spelling for Midwest? Look carefully. If you need to match it up, go back up here to your spelling list and look through. If you said the one in the middle, you are correct. Okay, I'm gonna write them on the line when I'm done because it's kind of hard for me to see. Can I do it this way? Well, I need a capital. All right, we'll type those. Can I do it? Ah, Midwest. Okay. All right, let's get back to the crown. And number 7, overflow. First one, the middle one, or the last one? Over and flow. If you said the middle one, you are correct again. Go on and fill in that bubble, and then let's write it on the line. All right, number 8, outgoing. First one, middle one, or the last one? We got some double O's, double T's. Do we need any double letters in there? We do not, so we're gonna fill in, sorry, mine's sloppy, this is hard to do. Outgoing. All right, number 8. Let's look at number 9, midpoint. Actually, well, it says midpoint, midpointe, midpoint. Which one are we gonna fill in? You got it, last one. There we go. All right, midpoint. Okay, number 10, outfield. Outfield, outfield, outfield. Look closely. If you said the first one, you are correct. Jeez. All right, there we go. We got it. Number 11, pre-test, pretest, pretest. That one's an easy one, right? Go ahead and fill in the one in the middle and write it on the line. Okay, number 12, overtime, overtime, overtime. Yep, we need that E. That one's missing the E. We need the one that has the E in it. Give it a go. Overtime. All right, so that concludes the phonics and spelling part for today. We're going on to some grammar. All right, so let's remember we were working with possessive pronouns. Let's go over that list. My and mine, when you're talking about yourself in the first person. Your or yours, if someone's talking about you. His, her and hers. We're talking about more than one person. Using we would say our or ours. It's, when it belongs to something that is not a boy or a girl, right? And they, we look at as their and theirs. So let's see how we're going to use these. I left the box at the top for you with your words. Do you want me to get myself out of the way there? Okay, so let's read through our sentences. It says some pronouns show who or what owns or possesses something. This kind of pronoun is a possessive pronoun. My, mine, yours, yours, her, hers, our, ours, his, their, theirs, and its are possessive pronouns. This is my gold rock, and that is hers. So once again, we still use that a lot of times in place of somebody's name in the sentence. All right, so let's scroll down here. Actually, I'm gonna put myself over the box. Is that good? I'm gonna put myself over the box. You're gonna find the words and take them from up here inside our word bank bar. All right, is this big enough for you guys to see? Is the screen big enough? I hope so. When Tracy visited her granddad, she looked for rocks on his farm. So we are looking at, there may be more than one. So let's see if we can go in and circle them. When Tracy visited her granddad, he looked for rocks on his farm. Her is one. Great job. Do you see another one? She looked for rocks. Not she. It's a different kind of pronoun. Did you find it? It is his. Great job. Whoop. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to go ahead and write those on the line. You can separate them with a comma. Her and his. Great job, you guys. Her favorite rock was limestone. Let's go on and circle. See it? It's one we just used. Her. Very good. Go ahead, write that on the line. I'm only writing it with a capital letter because it was used at the beginning of the sentence here. Okay, so we capitalized the first word. Number 3, its color was pale gray. Any takers? You got it. It's. Go ahead, write it on the line. And once again, I'm only using capital letters because it came at the beginning of the sentence. Her brothers found rocks and they put them in their granddad's study. I have a few here. Keep those eyes peeled. Her, again, pretty popular one, right? Not they, different kind of pronoun. We already did those. Not them. You got it. There. Very good, guys. So let's get her up there and let's separate it with a comma and then write there. All right. They had a shelf for theirs and Tracy had a shelf for hers. And look at they, different pronoun. Not the ones that we're working on this week. Got it? Yes, theirs and hers. Good job, you guys. All right, so let's write that on the line. Theirs, separate it with a comma, and hers. All right, moving down to the bottom. Choose a possessive pronoun that could replace the underlined here. Whoop. Oh my goodness. I just did it again. I gotta lock that back page. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Now I can move myself where you could see me. Okay. All right, number 6, I found a piece of marble and the marble's color was pink. So let's see which one we would put in the sentence. Okay, we are going to write the sentence again. So I'm going to start with, I found, get it up here on the line. I found a piece of marble and blank color was pink. Would I say their color was pink or its color was pink? I'm talking about one marble, not a bag full of marbles. So just one, what would I say? Good job. Its color, I'm gonna run out of room. Let me shrink this down. Its color was pink, period. Still shrinking. Okay, let's go to number 7. Oh, you can circle it in your, over here. There you go. Number 7, your favorite rock is quartz and my favorite rock is marble. So if I started typing this sentence, your favorite rock is quartz, and we have a choice of mine or my. Now they're already using my in front of favorite rock. So let's see how it would sound. Your favorite rock is quartz and mine is marble, or your favorite rock is quartz and my is marble. Which one sounds correct? Yeah, you guys got it. And mine is marble. All right, and you can go ahead and circle mine. Right about now is when I would say to you, remember mine? Like in Finding Nemo when all of the pelicans are on the dock, mine, 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 mine. I know, I miss our little jokes and making you laugh. All right, number 8, is this quartz the quartz you own? I'm gonna go ahead and grab the sentence. Let's rewrite it. Is this quartz? Oh, we're gonna replace the quartz that you own. So what I say, is this quartz, I did it again. Is this quartz his or is this quartz yours? So if I'm asking you if it's your own, I'm asking you if it belongs to you. So which one would we use? We're talking about you, not another person. Yes, yours. Is this quartz yours? And we need a question mark. And don't forget to circle. All right, it's as good as my circle's gonna get for there. Okay, let's take it to the next page. All right, let me get out of your way and move back into my corner over here. And this is what you would normally see during, hold on. Okay, on the back when we normally take our tests on Fridays, we usually do these types of fill-ins. So we're gonna read through the paragraph carefully. I'm actually going to help zoom it in for you a little bit more to make it bigger, because I think it's kind of hard to see. Okay, rock collecting. I have cool rocks in my collection. Dad taught blank family about rocks. My dad gave me a rock from its collection. The rock is odd and its color is orange. My sister Tara got down on her knees. She found quartz on her first try. Rock collecting is a good hobby and it could be our. So we need to change a few things in that paragraph, right? They don't sound correct. Let's look at number 1. Which word is the possessive pronoun in sentence 1? So let's look at sentence 1. I'm gonna underline them while we do them. I have cool rocks in my collection. I have cool rocks in my collection. Think you know which one? I'm gonna stick with this and I'm gonna fill it in with I'm gonna strike it. So the pronoun in this sentence would be my. All right, so go ahead and fill in the bubble for my. We're going to scroll down a bit and look at number 2. It says, which pronoun correctly completes sentence 2? So let's look at sentence 2. Dad taught blank family about rocks. Our family, mine family, hers family, or its? Yes, you are correct. Our family. Because if they're talking about dad, they're talking about the dad in their family. All right, let's go down to number 3. What change, if any, sometimes it's written correctly, we don't have to change it, should be made to sentence 3? So let's go back up and let's read sentence 3. My dad gave me a rock from its collection. Well, dad is not an it, right? Dad is a man. So instead of saying its collection, we could change its to what? He collection, his collection, mine collection, or should we leave it? Does it sound correct the way it's written? It does sound kind of funny, right? So we know that dad is a man, so let's strike out the possibilities of picking those two. It's not those two. He or his? He collection or his collection? Which one sounds correct? You got it. Fill in the bubble for his. All right, jump back up here to number 4. What change, if any, should be made to sentence 5? Let's underline sentence 5 as we look at it. My sister Tara got down on her knees. Should we change her knees to hers knees, their knees, my knees, or make no change? Let's read it again. My sister Tara got down on her knees. It does sound correct, right? It is correct, so we do not have to make any changes. Number 5, what change, if any, should be made to sentence 7? Let's go read sentence 7. Rock collecting is a good hobby, and it could be our. Should we change our to yours? It could be yours, meaning your hobby. Change our to him. It could be him hobby. Change our to its. It could be its hobby. Or make no change. That sentence does sound pretty funny, so we are going to have to fix it. Rock collecting is a good hobby. And it could be, yes, you are correct, yours. Because they're giving you a suggestion of something to do. All right, let me bring my pointer back. Move over here out of your way. Okay, so now here's what I'm going to tell you guys to do. It says, let's try some practice. When you log into IXL today, I'm going to make a suggestion that for about 15 or 20 minutes, you're going to go in and practice, okay? When you log in to when you log into IXL, you're not going to go to diagnostic like you normally do. You're going to go to learning, okay? Then from learning, you're going to go down by your grade, which I think when you sign in, it should already have you there. When I go in as the teacher, it shows me every grade. So when you log into IXL, you're going to go to Learning tab on the top, go down to Grades. You're going to go to 3rd grade Language Arts, okay? This is for me, for my class only to practice. Not math, not science, not social studies. Make sure you are in Language Arts. And I cropped a small piece that I want you to work on today, okay? You're going to go into the double J, JJ, for pronouns. Okay, now we've done some of these. We've identified personal pronouns, subject and object pronouns, possessive pronouns, using possessive pronouns. These are all skills that I want you to go in and practice. You can pick one of the 4 stars. You can pick 2 of the 4 stars. You can do all of the 4 stars. Whichever one you do, I want you to see if there is a timer somewhere around in your kitchen, or if you just look at the screen on your laptop or tablet or iPad in the corner and it shows you the time. Practice for about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, because even though we've done some of these in the past, I don't want you to forget how to use them, okay, or what they are. So I did highlight all 4 stars. Maybe you want to go in and do a little bit of each one each day, or maybe you want to do them all now. It's up to you, okay? It's completely up to you, but make sure you go in and practice. If you're doing 20 minutes, maybe you want to go in for 4 or 5 minutes and hit each star, right? Just do a couple quick questions in each one. That's fine, all right? So I believe that brings us to our concluded lesson for today. And I will see you tomorrow for ReadWorks. Okay, let me get out of share screen because I always get stuck in here with you. All right. Where am I? Oh boy, you guys have no idea how difficult this is. All right, I'm gonna close out of here. There it is. Okay, so I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Stay safe, wash those hands, and don't forget, I miss you.